All right, what's up? We're back. It's your boy, the Canologist. We're here with another episode of Focus Study Sesh. I want to get through this servers course. It has been a struggle, mainly because the instructions weren't very clear. Expires in seconds. Okay, cool. Main.go. I didn't commit anything yet, but as you can see, we're near like 336 lines, which isn't even that bad. This is like the size of one function in like an ERP software. For timestamp, so pretty much I create the mapping for this, then I do SQL generate, which creates refresh tokens. Where is it? Well, it should. If I go goose, SQLC generates, yep, and then refresh tokens in models.go. Why is it in models.go? Models, create table, chirp user refresh token, and it has this. Update post API login, endpoint return refresh token, as well as this. Return a refresh token. So if I go to API, right now the way I would navigate it is I would go straight down to handler login. So basically look for the function handler login. I have to go to handler login. Where the fuck is that? I'm like spacing out right now. Handler login. Handler login. Okay, cool. So we're here. It's pretty much find handler login. Okay, so it basically takes a structure, expires in seconds. I think I already added this. Maybe that's why. Params p login. User response. Return a refresh token. Access JWTs expire after 1 hour. Oh, were there issues with SQLC generate? Here's the corrected version. Okay. Make refresh function looks good. Oh yeah, you have to run goose after. And I think goose is what creates the other one, because you have to go goose up and it creates reset token here. Because like screw this. If I go refresh token, refresh tokens, that should create this. So I gotta go goose dir SQL schema up. Okay, so let's look at the different directories. So we want to go to the schema, which is an SQL. So we go cd SQL cd schema clear, run the goose command again. And let's go tree. Give it some context. Tree L2. This is what you have to give AI. You have to give it enough context so that it knows. Whenever your DB string in place earlier, you need to replace it with your actual database connection string. Okay, so. I see. Okay. So I'll pretty much just go here. It should be DB URL technically. Postgres DB URL. See, I could just do that. I could just run it like that. There we go. Revoked error, string does not exist. Okay, so let's correct it, pretty much. Let's go to this. Save. String to text. What did I do here? Oh, string primary key should be text. And then not null. It fixes that. Delete on cascade. Okay, fine. That works too. Now we run this. Okay, it works. I should see refresh tokens. Oh yeah, SQLC generate now. Beautiful. Database table created. Chirps, goose, users. Table isn't showing up in the database. Suggests that the migration may not have actually applied. You can also check what's in your migration file, make sure it's saved correctly. Oh, the migration content should be in here. Okay, so I have to go in the DB and run it. Okay, so goose dir schema. Goose DB version chirps. Oh, you need to use this. Okay, so if I go this DB URL, chirpy. We're now in chirpy. Then we go DT. Refresh tokens is here in DT. Create the queries for the working tokens. There we go, refresh tokens. time are we at? 15 minutes. Okay, so now it creates the create refresh token revoke get user. Created the item in database. Make refresh token. Byte 32 rand read. Return hex. Okay, then you go auth make refresh token, so we have to go to login handler. Handler login. Remove the expires in seconds parameter. change JWT to 1 hour. Oh, time hours 24. Like, I'd rather do it all from scratch and actually learn it the correct way rather than do this. The way it's set up is like really counterintuitive. Because the steps are just so unclear. So it's like, it's not worth it for me to expend that kind of effort to understand everything here. There's no notes on how to create these things or anything. And like this level 10 would have been easily reduced if they gave us the right information. Import git boot dev learn HTTP. It'll do. Okay, so the server's up. Let's try running the code. I just want to add to my notes, bro, honestly. I'm here to learn stuff first. So it partially works. I see some 201s, some 404s. Okay, let's quickly check ChatGPT. That's how we would say it in Quebec. No, we wouldn't. ChatGPT. Écoute. I think that means listen. Écoute mon. How do you say code in French? Mon code. Écoutez. Your code never registered handlers for API refresh and revoke. Okay, so it's probably trying to call these ones. API login, API refresh, revoke. Okay, so let's create them. Handler refresh revoke. I could probably do this. Because they'll follow the same function signature, so. Post. Okay, so that, I purposely left it like that. So it would tell me what to put in here. I gave it enough context for it to find out. Okay, so now it gives us the refresh and revoke tokens. Oh shit, I got emails. What the fuck? Who's sending me emails, bro? On a Saturday? Who is sending your boy emails on a Saturday, bro? Handler refresh. Okay, so let's go straight to it. I'll just replace it. Like, I've given up trying to do this from scratch because the lessons just don't give you anything. And it's like, okay, this is why I don't like guided projects like that. Open-ended guided projects. I'd rather just make my own project and learn the skills I need to learn from it. Okay, so now it looks like it should work. Let's just update boot dev or just make sure it's always updating. Nice. Okay, so now it looks like it's doing what I expect it to do. 204, 201. Okay, cool. So now let's submit it. Boom. Correct. Okay, let's talk about cookies. Let's talk about cookies. And then we go to authorization, webhooks, and documentation. So there's a bit left, but I'd say we're at a good enough position that we can finish the rest. So right now, let's commit it. Let's go. Perfect. So now it should be updated. We'll do cookies and stuff in the next video because I want to actually write notes and understand the concepts, which like the last few lessons in this auth, like I really think this should have been broken down into more manageable pieces instead of just chalking it up to the student. Because like now it's like, if I was to go and build it from scratch, I don't know any more than I would have known at the start of this. So this is definitely a hole in this lesson, and it's kind of been like that kind of throughout. Like servers routing was okay, architecture was okay, JSON was iffy, storage and auth. Like I really wish they broke down these concepts a lot more deeper, because like I'd rather understand something than like fully understand a concept and then be able to use it, rather than like have a patchy understanding and get something to work. Because sometimes it's not about getting things to work. That's what AI is for. We just shove that in there. But I'd rather know what I'm doing completely. That's just my personal take on it. Like always try to move with as much understanding as you can, because there's going to come a time where you have to put concepts together, and you can only use pieces of a concept if you fully understand where you're trying to go. And in order to do that, you need to know it down to the detail. You need to know each line of your code. Like in this case, those two the auth and storage sections of the course, I would say, like, I would like if they went into deeper detail, or at least give us some pre-knowledge so that we can attack the lesson. Because like right now you're kind of going to the lesson that's like getting you to do, and this is actually really useful for real life. Like if we had those building blocks for these types of applications, so if I go back here, you're gonna be looking at an API list like this, an endpoint list or something like this. And then you're gonna have to reference these functions. This is as close to the real job as the course gets, but like I really wish they broke that down, because that's actually what would help you in the office. That's actually what would be what you need to know in the office. But because it's kind of open-ended, you're going to be overly reliant on AI. So like, as you could see, like the lessons don't really go into that detail, so I just shoved it into AI. And to me, I think that there's no point in that, like honestly. Like if I'm going to end up doing that, I may as well skip the whole lesson. But hopefully like they're always continually updating, like, so I hope they would add those fundamentals back so that we can attack the lesson. Because like right now they're all level 10 in a row, right? So it's like, okay, if we're nonstop level 10s, some precursor knowledge would be useful. That's just my take. But with that, we will continue doing cookies in the next lesson. So stay tuned. Can all just out, like, comment, subscribe. Peace.